Good evening, all the faculty members, research scholars, and students. As a part of day 2 session, today we are going to discuss about introduction to MAXQDA. What is MAXQDA? Installation of MAXQDA, how to install it, and what are the features of MAXQDA. So we try to understand the interface of the MAXQDA software and how to download sample projects. Right now I have shared a couple of sample files with you all, but in case if you don't have your own data and if you want to practice it, and how we can download sample files from the MAXQDA software, how one can import the files like code file, PDF file, audio files, video files, Excel file, SPSS file, or how one can import YouTube data. So we are going to discuss about how one can create and how one can import the data, as well as how we can create the projects. As a part of today's session, I'll be touching upon some of the important concepts like what is coding, what is memo. I think there is a repetition. What is coding? It's supposed to be coding here, coding, and what is quotation, and how they are different from each other. So as a researcher, if you are collecting some qualitative data, how you can able to differentiate what is coding, what is memo, what is quotation, what is comment. Similarly, as we are going to code we try to understand what is code. We'll also see how one can code images, how we can do code files like PDF files, audio files, video files, how we can transcribe the media files. So this is what we are going to have discussion as a part of today's session. So let me start with the first part. What is MAXQDA software? Right now, we are going to install version number 24. So we can imagine that it is having already completed 23 versions, and we are into 24th version. So before going to talk about version 24, let's try to understand the software. MAXQDA is a comprehensive and user-friendly software tool designed for qualitative data analysis. Just like NVIO, Atlas TI, it is a qualitative data analysis tool. However, it also helps the researchers, professionals to come up to analyze their quantitative data. Like instead of saying quantitative data, it helps the researchers to conduct mixed method research. Why I'm not calling completely quantitative research? When you talk about quantitative research, scholars might be conducting other than correlation, t-test, ANOVA, right? Comparison-based test, reliability test. There are so many other statistical tests. So as of today, as on version 24, we are able to conduct basic statistics by using quantitative data analysis. So as a researcher, if you feel you want some supporting, some kind of findings like trends, patterns, if you want to identify, one can combine with the qualitative findings with quantitative data as well. Okay, so MAXQDA software is not only meant for qualitative data analysis. One can also use it for mixed method data analysis. Now, how MAXQDA is different from other softwares like NVIO or Atlas TI. Even NVIO, Atlas TI, one can able to generate charts, hierarchy chart, like sentiment analysis, simple frequencies. One can be prepared. But when it comes to MAXQDA, you can conduct hypothesis testing. Means you can conduct inferential statistical tests, which are not part of NVIO Atlas TI software. So that is one of the most uniqueness of MAXQDA. Another important part of MAXQDA is that I'm not sure how many of you experimented with either NVIO Atlas TI. As compared with this NVIO Atlas TI, MAXQDA has so many features in terms of literature review, in terms of conducting content analysis, like data visualizations, conducting mixed methods, not only quantitative, we also have component of conducting mixed method as a part of the MAXQDA. Okay, so one can analyze interview data, focus group data, and quantitative data like survey data. So there is a plus of what is MAXQDA software is all about it. Okay, now let's go to the next part. How to set up MAXQDA. So today I have sent a couple of mails. One is for the people, those who registered. We have sent around 1250 mails with free trial version. And another group of people, we have sent around some people, those who register for by paying, we have sent the license. Now, I just request to all of you to please ensure that if you can able to install today, that is well and good. If you're not able to install today, maybe try it tomorrow, day after tomorrow. But ensure that if you can able to register, if you can able to install by doing this particular program, I can able to take your concerns during the last 20 minutes or 15 minutes of the question answer session. After finishing the program, please don't call, don't mind it other way I'm saying it. Because I'm just like you, I'm also a faculty member. I have my own work schedules. So as an organizer, as a resource person, I have taken the responsibility. The people, those who pay the registration fees, I have given to license. Okay, try to install as of today. I have given the individual license for each one of you. And if you come after 27, 28, neither Dr. Kalpesh nor Nagesh, at least Gujarat National University and law teachers, we are not responsible for it. Okay, that is one point. Now, how to install it, how to set up it. I'm just going to show you the MAXQDA website, and we are going to install it, and we are going to activate whether it's a free trial version, whether it's a license version that I have given to you. Okay. Somebody is saying that my voice is not audible. I'm not audible. Am I audible to all of you? Yes, no? Okay. Just let me check my. Thank you. So what else you can do with MAXQDA? What else you can do with MAXQDA? I can organize my data, just like if you look at your PhD research project, we'll organize files. Okay, these are the introduction files. These are some of the files for the review of literature. Or within the review of literature, you might be having so many folders. Data analysis, we have separate folders. Let's take, for example, I'm collecting data from my participants. I have 10 interviews. I have around 5 focus group discussions, right? I also have a semi-structured interview schedule. So I can able to organize my data as a part of MAXQDA. So it is very flexible, and you can able to manage your variables. You can able to manage your cases, documents. So we are going to see today as a part of interface of MAXQDA. And one can analyze thematic data, content analysis, mixing methods, quantitative analysis can be done. Data visualizations, in number of visualizations, just name it, any visualization, you'll find it in MAXQDA. I mean, what I mean is to say that as compared to any other qualitative software, you'll find MAXQDA good number of data visualization tools. And when it comes to the transcription, if you are using MV-IVO, for every 60 minutes, we have to pay $30. For every 60 minutes, you have to pay $30. And when it comes to the MAXQDA, even free trial version, you can able to transcribe. I'm going to show you how you can transcribe audio files, video files with the help of the license that I have given you. Okay. So you can integrate both quantitative, qualitative. There is a combination of both methods. And we are going to organize manual coding, auto coding. We also take the help of AI tools. AI analysis also we are going to carry. I can also collaborate with various my team members. Okay. It is a very flexible interface and a lot of shortcuts available, which are not available in any other software. You can able to handle multimedia, whether it's web page, whether it's YouTube, whether it's SPSS, whether it's Excel sheet. You can able to handle a number of files, a number of data sets. Okay. So what are the alternatives we have other than MAXQDA? NVIO is one. DDoS is another one. Other than NVIO, Atlas TI, MAXQDA, rest of the softwares have a lot of limited features. The rest of the softwares like DDoS, F4 Analyze, Hyper Research, Quirkos, text analysis, They are qualitative data analysis software, but they have very limited features that are available. Okay. Now, please start with the installation part. Those who want to install it, please open your Google. If you already installed it, well and good. Otherwise, please open your Google. These callers, those are saying my voice is slow. Please check your network. Here I'm just typing MAXQDA free trial software. So I just typed in Google MAXQDA free trial software. I got the first search engine. You can look at the Google search engine, first search engine. Download MAXQDA, start free trial. Start free trial. May know how many of you are able to install it? Please send your reactions. How many of you are able to install it? Are you able to install it? Okay, great, great. Okay, great. Next. Those are not able to install the software. You might be having problems with the compatibility of your system, like Java related issues, space related issues. You check it out. The software that you are going to install right now, that is free trial version, it is fully functional, but only thing is it is for 14 days. Though it is a free trial version, you don't have any limitations. Just like a Max Pro, less like a Pro version, one can able to utilize it. It supports all qualitative research approaches. It analyzes text files, non-text files. We also have AI tools. It includes 60 minutes pre-automated transcription. Best part of MAXQDA, even trial version, is that we have 1 hour free automatic transcription. Means whether it's audio, whether it's video, you can able to transcribe the data. If there are any PhD scholars, just think of it. You can think of utilizing this particular option. And you can find a lot of free video tutorials, beginner's guides in this particular source. Okay. And please explore whenever you get the free time what this particular software is all about it, and what are the courses they're offering on it. What are the resources are available? Like for example, MAXQDA manual. Look at this particular screen. If you can able to download this particular MAXQDA manual, it consists of 798 pages. 798 pages. It will give you step-by-step understanding about how to use MAXQDA, how to conduct your analysis part. Okay. Coming to the pricing, just let me show you the pricing. If somebody want to go for suggesting your respective institutions, you can think of suggesting for your PhD scholars. So there are different types of softwares. Like for academia, one different price. For students, they have different price. Business purpose, they have different price. And if you are going have a lot of interviews, and if you want to go for auto transcription, we have add-on services. So let me go with two options first: students and academia. If I go with academia annual subscription, like single user, you can see that MAXQDA Basic, MAXQDA Pro, Analytics Pro. MAXQDA Basic and MAXQDA Analytics Pro. What is the difference here? As a part of MAXQDA Analytics Pro, you can conduct all types of statistical tests as well. But that is not possible when it comes to MAXQDA Basic. But the free trial that we are going to install right now, it is having all the features, including statistical part that we are going to conduct on day 4 and day 3. Okay. So if I'm going with single user, let me go with this, as we know that why it is special. So I'm just want to buy MAXQDA Analytics Pro, single user. And AI assistant free, that is free. MAXQDA transcription, I'm not opting for it. It comes around 250 euros. Here, they're not charging any money, AI assistant. In this particular software, they're not charging. Okay, look at here. MAXQDA transcription, they're not charging here. If you go for it. Let me go with one more option, student version. If I go for 3 years, it will cost around 600 rupees, 600 euros. Almost I can able to save 100 euros if I go for three years. Let me go with student version. Pricing. When you talk about the student version, they are also providing 6 months period also. For example, as a PhD scholar, I need only for 6 months. So I can think of going for a 6 months version. And AI assistant free, 50 euros. Which means almost it is for 6 months. Okay. Let me go with 1 year. If it is an academia, like it is for faculty members, it is 250 euros. If it is a student or PhD scholar, if you can able to submit your license, like university ID proof, it comes around 107, 108 euros. Means 150 euros you can able to save it. Okay. So most of the faculty members, you can think of suggesting to your university. That is the best option when you have it. And one of the best software, I don't think you'll regret subscribing MAXQDA software at any time. Okay, so let me go with the next part. Look at my screen on top of the window. Look at my screen on top of the window. There is an option called free trial. There is an option called free trial. Just click on it. Just click on the free trial. The moment I click on the free trial, I got next progress window. Start your free trial. I don't know how many of you are practicing along with me, but still I'll cover it. I don't take much time. I can see that many of you are installed and some of you are yet to install it. The moment I click on the free trial, it is asking me to give my email ID. Please ensure that the email ID that you're going to give, because these days we have more than one email ID, right? So just give your email ID. In case you want to receive any kind of information like newsletters, products, promotions, upcoming events related, any kind of information that if you want to receive from MAXQDA, just tick mark it. Otherwise, you don't need to tick it. I suggest you to tick on it so that you'll get a lot of information, a lot of updates. Whether you are installing the license that I given to you, or whether you're installing 14 days trial, this is the procedure. Just click on free trial, give your email ID, and just ensure that you're going to click on I'm not a robot. I'm not a robot. Okay. So please start with that. The moment I give my email ID details, I'll get next window. One minute. Let me give, because I exhausted all my email IDs. Okay. So I'm just given the email ID. Just click on I'm not a robot. Start free trial. Start free trial. Now, the moment I give my email ID, and click on start free trial, you can look at here, download MAXQDA to begin your free trial. Download MAXQDA to begin your free trial. You'll receive an email with an activation code. And you'll also receive a link for downloading it. you'll receive an email for activating a code as well as download link. Just click on the link for downloading it. Just open the particular link and you can download the link. And you'll come to this particular page. I'll take the questions after some period of time. Okay. So once you click on just to open your email ID, you'll get activation code and you'll get the downloading link. And this particular window will open it. I hope you are there with me. Once we get this particular window, the download link, depends on your operating system, whether you are using download Windows version or Mac version, you can opt for it. If you are having Windows version, you can just click on download MAXQDA for Windows. In case you are having Mac version, just click on download MAXQDA for Mac. The moment you click any of the options, like depends on your operating system, and you can able to see that one software started installing on your laptop, and it will ask you to where to save that, where to install it, where to download the file. So you can keep it on your desktop or particular drive, wherever you want to save it. So in my case, you can see that I'm saving it on desktop. Just click on save. Just click on save. The moment I click on save, you can see that status of downloading on the top of your window right side. The moment I click, the moment I save it on my desktop or in a particular folder, you can able to see that one particular software, MAXQDA setup, started downloading, and you can see the progress. You can see the progress. Depends on your networking system. You can able to see the progress. The moment you complete it, the moment you complete an entire download, just double click on it. You'll get this particular MAXQDA setup. Just click on next. Just click on next. And you need to, by default, it is going to save it on C drive. In case if you want to change the location of this particular folder, you can just click on the browser. And by default, it is going to save in C drive. Just click on the install. Just click on the install. Once we click on the install, you can see that you'll get one more new progress window. Please wait until setup install files. If you click on the install button, you'll get next progress window. And you can see that your MAXQDA started installing files in your system. We started copying all the files. And once we copy all the files, once we get 100% status, and you'll get the message, congratulations, MAXQDA was successfully installed. MAXQDA was successfully installed. And you can see that there's an option called click mark. You can tick mark it. You can check that particular tick mark. Just click on finish. Once we click on the finish, I hope you are there with me, everyone. Just click on finish. The moment you click on the finish, it is asking you to read license agreement. If your time permits, please go through that. End user license agreement for MAXQDA. And you can scroll it. You can go through what are the subjects they have mentioned, what it includes. Just click on I accept the terms in the license agreement. If you want to install it, if you have any kind of questions, if you need any kind of clarifications, I request you all, please go through the terms and conditions. Maybe you can install later on, next time also. Don't install just because I'm saying it. Okay. So just go through, in case if you are concerned about anything, just go through all the content and click on accept. I accept the terms in the license agreement. Just ensure that you're going to click on I accept the terms in the license agreement. Just click on continue. After accepting it, just click on continue. And you'll get one more window. Privacy policy. you'll get one more window, privacy policy, and you can read about what kind of privacy management strategies they are using on it, how much it is secured for your data, everything. Please go through this if you have any kind of doubts, clarifications required. Okay. And if you're confident enough, just click on continue. If you want to take some time, just you can do it tomorrow also. But otherwise, just click on continue. Just click on continue. Once we click on continue, once we click on the continue, you'll get this option. Welcome to MAXQDA. Now, don't jump. Please wait. Those are not installed. Okay. Now, the people, those who got the free trial version 14 days, the scholars, the faculty members, research scholars, those are installing 14 days free trial version. You need to click on start your free trial. You need to click on start your free trial. The scholars, those who got paid license, you need to click on activate MAXQDA. I have given individual MAXQDA serial number for everyone. I have given individual MAXQDA serial number for the scholars, those who paid the MAXQDA software. The scholars, those are installing free trial version, just click on start free trial. So once we click on it, and please ensure that you might have received trial code. Just enter that trial code like this here. Those are activating MAXQDA. Those are activating MAXQDA. You'll get serial number. Given you serial number, individual serial number to each one of you. Please enter that your serial number, your name, your email ID. Similarly, those are using free trial version. Please enter that code that you have received. You might have received free trial code in your email. Email that you have received, the email that you have used for creating account. I'm repeating once again, whether you are using free trial or MAXQDA, you need to enter these particular details. When it comes to serial number, this is only for the people. Those are received serial number from my side. Whereas when it comes to the free trial, as you registered with your account, you must have received free trial license code. Now, there is one important point here. The scholars, those who activated their serial number, like 60 days, 65 days license, after completion of your license time period, you can download your free trial. Okay. Once again, you can download your free trial. So please check it out, your emails. You must have received free trial code. There are two types of installation part. One is free trial, that is for 14 days. Those who are registering with free trial, please check your email ID. As you registered right now, just 20 minutes back, 15 minutes back, MAXQDA, they have sent you trial code. You need to enter the particular trial code. Those who got the serial number from my desk, just click on activate MAXQDA and enter the serial number that I have given to you, name, email ID. Just click on activate. Once we click on activate, you'll get this particular message. Whether it's a free trial, whether it's a license version, you'll get this kind of message. MAXQDA successfully activated. Please open MAXQDA, those installed successfully. Please open MAXQDA. Okay. Now, the moment you open MAXQDA, you will get this interface like this. The moment you install successfully your MAXQDA software, you'll get the interface like this. Okay. Now, if you look at this particular interface, there are a couple of options, like I can create new project as we are going to work on our own sample data sets. we are going to create a new project. But in case we are working on my own project, I have started yesterday. I just want to work on the same project which I started yesterday. So for that, I need to click on open. Otherwise, also, if you're already working some files previously, you can able to see in the same on this particular window itself recently opened projects, right? And right now, if you don't have any data, imagine that you don't have any kind of projects. So in that case, what you can do, you can open these examples. There are so many examples. There are so many sample data files are available here. Okay. So when it comes to the new, whenever you want to do a new project, you can go for it. If you're already existing, if you're already working on a particular project and you already created previously, you can go for recently opened files. And if you don't have any kind of sample data sets, you can go to examples. That is, MAXQDA is providing a lot of sample files. On the right side of the window, you can see that there are a lot of video tutorials available. If you want to find any trainers, if you want to find any kind of resources, and if you want to find any kind of jobs, so you can able to look at it. That's fine. Now, as we are going to work on new project, as we're all going to work on new project, just click on new. Just click on new. The moment I click on the new, it is asking I need to save that particular project. As we are creating the new project, it is asking me to create a new project. What is the title of the project? Day 2. You can use any kind of title that you want to give it. Here I'm giving the title as day 2. Okay. So wherever you want to save it, you can able to save it. So this is the name of the file. Start.mqda, MQDA, that is the extension, file extension. So just click on save. Now you can see that this particular project is created. On the top of the ribbon bar, that is middle of the ribbon bar, I can see my file name is day 2. My file name is day 2 that I created. Now, the moment I open my new project, I can able to see one window. This is one window. This is second window. This is the third window. Let me show you here. This is the first window. This is my first window. This is my second window. This is my third window. This is my fourth window. Some of you are not able to see fourth window. I'll show you. What is document number 1? The window number 1. This is the window where we are going to import all the files. Name it text files, name it audio files, video files, any type of file, whatever the file that you're going to import, it is going to be stored here. We can able to organize it in terms of files, folders. Coming to the second window, this is the place where we are going to do the coding. Whatever you're going to do coding, or memo, or quotations, they are going to be here. This is window number 2. This is called coding window. This is number 3. This is called document browser. This is called document browsers. So whatever you are going to work here, whatever you are going to work, whichever window you are going to open, we are going to open all the documents here. Now the question is, here I can able to see only 3. 1, 2, 3. But in my PPT, you can able to see there is fourth one. From what happened to fourth one? Look at here at the bottom of the window. There is an option called retrieved segments. Just click on it. There is an option called retrieved segments at the bottom of my window. Just click on it. I got the fourth window. Now there is some flexibility. I can able to organize my all the 4 windows however I want it. On top of the window right side, there is one option. This is a layout option. I can switch layouts however I want to have it. I can switch layouts however I want to have it. So here, the people, those who are not able to see the fourth window, look at the bottom of the window. You can able to see there is an option called retrieved segment. If you click on retrieve segment, this particular window will open it. Okay. So we have window number one, document. Window number one, documents. Whatever the file that you're going to import, you can able to see here. Whatever the coding you're going to see, that you can able to see here. What are the documents that you're opening? It can be interview file, it can be observation file, it can be focus group file, or it can be literature review files. This is called document browsers. We are going to open all the files here. When it comes to the number 4, retrieved segments, I'll talk about it in coming days. What is retrieved segment? Basically, it is the data that you code, like by using coding patterns, by using memo patterns. So this is the output window, basically retrieved segment. I'll show you what it is once we complete tomorrow's session. By end of tomorrow, I'll explain what is retrieved segment in more detail. Right now, we have 3 windows. We are able to understand it. And we also have layout. You can keep change however you want to have it. Okay. Now look at this particular top of the ribbon bar. We have 11 menus like home, import, code, memos, variables, analysis, mixed methods, visual tools, reports, Max dictionary, stats, AI assistant. Now, just let me start with the one by one. What is home? Just like any other application that we use in our day-to-day life, like Mac, MS Office, PowerPoint presentations, Excel sheet, whenever you want to open any kind of new project, we'll go for the home ribbon bar. Whenever you want to open the new project, existing project, we'll go for the home ribbon bar. And the home ribbon bar is also going to help us if you want to save your project. Right now, I'm working this particular project in MAXQDA, but my supervisor is not having MAXQDA. My supervisor having in NVIDIA. Okay, I'm just going to save project as. I'm going to save this particular project as. If I want to send it to my supervisor, and if my supervisor has to open this particular project in NVIDIA, in that case, I'm going to save with the extension of REFI. Please listen to me. Right now, I'm working on MAXQDA. MAXQDA, actually, we have installed version 26. Outside version is going on 24. I don't know pre-trial, those installed pre-trial, you are looking at the 24 or not. But when it comes to the Analytics Pro, the license that I given, it is 26. Okay. Now here, if I want to save this project, I can simply save this project just like any other save as. But I want to send this project to my supervisor, but he or she is not having MAXQDA. But still, I want my supervisor should open this project in NVIVO, or maybe for that matter, Atlas TI, or maybe my supervisor having old version. Okay. So in that case, I can able to save it as REFI extension. Okay. So this is one option. Just close it. Go to import. Import is the ribbon bar where we are going to use importing PDF files, text files, tables, transcripts, data transcripts, focus group discussion transcripts, images, audios, videos, Excel file, SPSS file. If I give my YouTube link, it is also going to get the data from the YouTube link, web pages, Wikipedia pages, Excel sheets, bibliometric data, especially if you are using reference manager like Cetavi, EndNote, Mendeley, Jotaro. And you can also use, if you're not using any of the 4, but still if you want to use for literature review point of view, you should download in the form of RIS format, that is Research Information System format. while saving your file, there are different kind of formats: text file, BBX format, CSV format, Excel format, research information system format. Okay, so these are some of the options. Apart from that, I can also create my own document within the MAXQDA. If I click on new document, I can create the table. I can create new document. I can also copy from clipboard. Like if you are working somewhere, from there if you want to copy it, that are also possible here. Okay. Codes. Tomorrow we are going to do thematic analysis. Today I'm going to discuss what is coding, but tomorrow we are going to use all these particular features while doing thematic analysis as a part of your qualitative data analysis. Okay. So we have different kind of coding system. Next one is memo. I'll talk about you within a 5 to 10 minutes time. What is code? What is memo? Variables. This calls those who want to use MAXQDA for conducting your quantitative data or mixed method analysis. You can enter the variables. You can import the variables. You can export the variables, right? Analysis. By using MAXQDA, what kind of analysis one carry? So we are going to carry a couple of data analysis techniques with the help of this data. Mixed methods. If somebody want to combine both quantitative and qualitative, so I'm going to discuss this particular part until day 5. Data visualization tools. I'll be covering overall coming next 3 days, like day 3, day 4, day 5. Looking at the concept that we're discussing, we start using a couple of data visualization tools. Reports. We are going to generate report. You will understand what is the best part of MAXQDA when it comes to exporting the reports, the amount of time that you're going to save, the amount of energy that you're going to save, the kind of flexibility that you have it, the kind of how we are going to handle your data, huge amount of data in a simple manner. Okay. So I'm going to discuss about on the day 5, what is this particular reports. MAXQDA, Max dictionary. We have another dictionary, which I will talk it in coming days. Statistics. We are going to have on day 4, quantitative data analysis techniques, starting with preparing single frequency to testing your scale, reliability tail, like independence ambiguity test, ANOVA test, correlation test, y-square test. We're going to do it on it. And most important and very important feature, no other qualitative tool is giving this much useful tool, AI assistant. How it is going to be helpful, what we can do, I'm going to check it out. We are going to discuss about it. Okay. So this is the basic interface of what is MAXQDA software is all about it. Okay. Now we'll start importing the files. I hope all of you, those who got the Google Drive link, you are able to install the MAXQDA. I hope you are able to get the sample files. These are the sample files I have given you all. Code files, PDF files, survey files. Okay. Please just click on import. I request all of you scholars, those who registered till yesterday, I'll send it to all of you. Otherwise, please contact Dr. Kalpesh Kumar Gupta. He can share with you Google Drive link. Okay. Now, when it comes to the importing the files, we have second ribbon bar. There is option called import. So just click on import and I can able to see a lot of options. Right now, I want to import text files. Just click on text files. Now here I can see that the moment I click on the text PDF tables, I got the one window. I need to go to particular destination from where I want to import the files. So I'm just going to a particular destination. I just want to import the files. So these are the files I have. These are the files I have given to all. I just want to import the files. So I can select one after the other. or I can select all the files together. Let me repeat it. If you want to import the files, just go to import ribbon bar, click on text PDF tables. The moment I click on it, I got window. I need to go to particular destination from where I'm going to import the files. So wherever you have saved your files, go to the particular destination and select the particular files, either one after the other or all the files together. Right now, I have selected all the files together. Just click on open. Look at the left side of the window. I'm able to import all the files. I'm able to import all the files here, like interview, Barbara, Charles, Dorothy, Margaret. These are the interview files I got it. I have so many more files, like video files, audio files also have it. Now the problem is that if I'm going to import so many files while working with this particular data, I'll feel more complicated. I may not be able to handle it, but I want to organize the files properly. So I have a couple of options. Like for example here, if I keep my cursor on the plus button, as you can see, there's an option called plus button. I hope you're able to see. Near document, I can able to see a couple of options. There are two plus buttons. There are two plus buttons. For the documents, I want to create group. I want to keep all the interviews in a particular folder. Okay. So I just click on the plus button. Just click on new document group. The moment I click on the new document group, I got one folder. It is mentioning that group 1. So right click on it. Right click on it. The moment I click that green plus button, I got three options: import documents, new text documents, new document group. I just click on new document group. As a result, I got one folder. Name of the folder is group 1. So what I will do here, I'll keep cursor on group 1, right click. I got the list of the options. I just want to change the name of the folder. Rename. I just want to keep it as interviews or data transcripts. I'm changing the name of the folder. I changed it. After changing the name of the folder, what I will do, I'll select all the interview files with the help of Shift plus down arrow button. I'm selecting all the interview files. Drag and drop it on interviews folder. Let me repeat it. I'm doing Control Z, which we know. Undo, redo, not only cut and paste, copy. We also need undo, redo, right? I created the folder name, interviews. I selected file one by one with the help of Shift plus down arrow button. With the help of Shift plus down arrow button. After selecting it, with the help of your mouse, drag and drop it on interviews folder. Either you can do one by one or you can do all together at a time. Please let me know, are you able to complete this particular task? Only one person, Professor Shushma. Only one. What about others? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to repeat once again. Let's do it once again. I'm just clicking on plus button here. Before going for new folder, let me import few more files. Either I can go import and I can click on the text and PDF files, or I can go directly here, the plus button, import documents. Just click on import documents. I got the same. Look at here, just click on plus button, there is an option called import documents. Just click on import documents. This time, I'm going to import PDF files like review of literature files. You can randomly import any files. It's not mandatory that you have to import the files that are given to you. Just select any PDF file. Just click on open. You can see that I got PDF files. So I just want to arrange in folder. I can create first folder, then I can import files directly there. But we already imported the files. Now I want to create folder for these 3 files. For that, again, click on plus button. There is an option called new document group. The moment I click on new document group, I got group 2. Right click on your mouse, rename it. This time ROL. Just I can see that this time ROL. What I will do, I'll select one after the other. I'm selecting first file. With the help of the mouse, I'm dragging and dropping on ROL folder. Second file I'm selecting once again, dragging and dropping on ROL file. Third folder, again, drag and drop it on ROL file. See that I'm able to organize it. Review of literature files, interview files. Now, this time what we'll do first, we'll create the folder first, like reverse will do it. Earlier what we have done, we have imported the files, then we have created folders. This time what I will do, I'll create the folder, then we will import the files. Just click on plus button, new document group, new document, okay. Now here, if I click this particular plus, please look at me, please look at this particular window. There are 2 plus buttons. If you want to create new document like ROL, like interviews, you need to click on here. But if you want to create one more folder within the ROL, you need to click on this plus button. There are 2 plus buttons. You need to see. Now I want to create one more folder, new document group. This time, social media files. Social media files. Social media, okay. So I created folder, social media. Now just double click on social media. Or keep your cursor on social media. If you keep your cursor on social media, you can see there is a plus button. Just click on it and just click on import documents. So this is, we are going to import the documents. Like audio files, video files. I given a couple of audio files, video files. Just try to import one file. The moment I try to download the video, the moment I try to import the video file in my MAXQDA software, would you like to automatically transcribe this media file or link to an existing transcript? Right now, I just only want to import it. I got 3 options. I just want to import right now. But if I click on transcribe, it will start transcribing the data. So what I will do for this particular video, click on import. For this particular video, click on import. And we got the video. We'll operate it after a certain bit of time. Right now, let me close it. We got the video. So we are able to import social media files. We are able to import web literature files. We are able to import audio files. I mean, you can also import images as well. Now, once we import the files, what is the first thing we have to do? Once you import the file, what it can do it. Okay. Now, let me open the first file. I'm opening the first file. Tomorrow, we are going to talk about how to do thematic analysis. Tomorrow, I'm going to discuss. Right now, I'm not going to discuss coding procedures like type of coding part, but I'm just going to discuss certain concepts, some of the important concepts which we should know before start talking about what is thematic analysis, how to conduct thematic analysis. As a researcher, I'm always get confused. What is the difference between code? What is the code actually? And what is memo? And what is quotation? And how they are different each other. So most of the scholars, faculty members, those are rigorously, especially anthropologists, sociologists, those who conduct rigorous research work, they'll talk about different terminologies as a part of the qualitative data analysis. But I just want to know how they're different and how we can utilize it as a part of our qualitative data analysis too. So I just brought small example, small exercise. I believe this particular exercise will help us to understand, will help us to differentiate what is memo, what is code, what is quotation, what is comment. Now, if I categorize these four categories, four concepts, code and quotations comes under as a part of organizing your data. When it comes to the memo and the comment, it comes under as a part of analytical documentation. Let me repeat it again. I collected data. I have an interview transcript. I collected data. I have an interview transcript. This is my interview transcript. Now, as a part of this interview transcript, I'm going to go through the entire interview. I'll start analyzing this data. While doing data analysis, I should be able to differentiate what is code, what is quotation, what is memo, what is comment. Now, let's try to understand with the help of this particular exercise, this particular interview transcript. So this is interview transcript. I'll just go through, this is a small interview transcript. It will take hardly 5 minutes. Workplace stress in healthcare workers. Workplace stress in healthcare workers. I'm talking about the people those are working as healthcare workers. What kind of stress they are facing on it. Generally, healthcare workers are known for taking care of others. Okay, but I just want to know among the healthcare workers what kind of stress they have. So that is a topic. Now we have interaction between participant and interviewer. Dr. Emily, there is a participant. And we have interviewer, John Davies. Thank you for taking time to speak with me, Dr. Thompson. To begin, can you describe how you experience stress at work? Workplace stress is something I deal with every day. In the ICU, we are constantly dealing with life or death situations. Work-life stress is something I deal every day. And especially in ICU, we constantly deal with life or death situations. The pressure is immense, especially when there are more patients than we can handle it. Sometimes it feels like there is no room to breathe and we have to make quick decisions, which can be really stressful. So there is a first response to the first question. So they describe how we experience stress at work. Okay. Second one, interviewer asking, it sounds intense. How do you manage that stress on a day-to-day basis? So doctor is responding, well, I try to take short breaks when I can, even if it is just for a few minutes. Talking with my colleagues helps a lot. We support each other, especially through shifts. But honestly, there are days when the stress just builds up and it's hard to cope. Next, can you tell me about a specific situation when you feel especially stressed? I remember one evening shift where we had a sudden influx of critically ill patients. There are only 3 nurses on duty, and we are stretched thin. I felt emotionally exhausted by the end of the shift. I couldn't stop thinking about the patients who didn't make it. Interviewer, that must have been difficult. Do you feel supported by the management in dealing with the stress? Response, to be honest, not much is done to address stress from the management side. There are no formal programs or support for mental health. Sometimes I'll feel like the management just expect us to push through without offering any real solutions or resources for stress management. Interviewer, do you think having more support for management would help in reducing stress? Definitely. If management offered mental health resources like counseling or even better staff to patient ratio, I think we could handle the stress much better. It would make a big difference in how we perform our well-being. So this is a small, this is a small interview transcript. We're not going to conduct any data analysis right now. I just want to differentiate what is code, what is memo, what is quotation, what is comment, and all. Okay, these are the four concepts. Okay. Now having this particular interview transcript, now there's a profile of the participant as well as doctor, and we are going to go through the entire raw data, which is unstructured. We got the raw data. We started reading on it. Okay. Now, first thing, what is the quotation? Quotation is nothing but the data segment. Like for example here, can you describe how you experience stress? That was the question. And this was the response. Now, here, workplace stress is something I deal with every day. The pressure is immense, especially when there are more patients than we can handle. It feels like there is no room to breathe. So this is the data segment that we got it from the respondent. A quotation is selected segment of the transcript that holds specific meaning. It is actually raw evidence, raw data. Okay. And you might have a lot of data, around 10 pages, 5 pages. But sometimes you'll feel that certain narratives makes difference. And I want to take that particular narrative as it is. I want to take particular narrative as it is. For example, here. One more example. I love working from home because it gives me flexibility. The entire responses that I got it from the respondent only. But there are certain lines, instead of you are going to analyze it, you start interpreting it. I want to take the quotation as it is from the respondent. Okay. So here, as a part of this text data, I just started underlining it. I started highlighting it, the entire data segment. Okay. Now I can take it as a quotation. If I want to make it as some narratives, I can take it. I don't take entire interview as a quotation. I'll take some of the important sentences which are really makes difference. If somebody reads, okay, they'll feel that okay, they themselves they're experiencing that particular phenomena. Okay, so that kind of sentences, if you feel that makes more difference, you'll take it as a quotation. Let's take for example here. In the ICU, we are constantly dealing with life or death situation. This is the day I already gone through that. Here, why I'm selecting this particular sentence as a quotation? There are five. There is a 10 lines of the data. There is a 10 lines. I got the response, but I'm selecting couple of lines, couple of narratives. Why I'm selecting it? What making me to select that particular sentence? Like for example, in this particular case, I can see workload. I can see emotional exhaustion. Right. So I felt these are some of the important things which, if respondent from the respondent point of view, as stated by the respondent, if I take as it is, from the reader point of view, it makes a lot of difference, right? Next one, what is code? A code is a label or a tag applied into a quotation. For example, here I'm reading one sentence. For the first sentence, after reading this entire sentence, I'm going to attach a particular label or a tag. It condenses the meaning of the text segment into short or a descriptive phrase. It can be one word or it can be more than one word. I'm going to come up with one label which is going to justify the entire sentence. Let me show you here. There were only 3 nurses on the duty and we were stretched thin. Now, after understanding this particular sentence, here I can able to come up with code or label that is high workload. Now, for example, myself and Dr. Kalpesh reading the same interview transcript. Okay, Dr. Kalpesh and Dr. Rao, or all of us are reading the same interview transcript. But there is a possibility that we may get different labels, different codes here. It is not compressed that everybody will come up with high workload only. As qualitative research is subjective, there is a possibility that instead of high workload, you may come up with some other code, some other label. Now somebody can ask me, sir, who is correct? Whether Dr. Rao is correct, whether Dr. Kalpesh is correct. Dr. Rao is coming with a high workload based on my understanding, my interpretation, my language skills, my exposure to the text, okay, and my understanding of the text. Similarly, Dr. Kalpesh might be coming with some other keyword or same keyword based on his own understanding. Now, if somebody asks who is correct, Dr. Rao is correct, Dr. Kalpesh is correct. It's not about Dr. Rao, Dr. Kalpesh. It's about the kind of code that you are giving. This particular code, is it able to justify the narrative, the data segment that you have selected? I'm repeating again. There is a Professor Saldana, a very popular scholar in the qualitative research work. In his book, there's a book, very popular book. I'm sure most of the universities will find. Name of the book is The Coding Manual for Qualitative Research. Stage publication. Code is often a short word or phrase that symbolically assigns a summative, silent essence, means whatever you're reading, if you can able to capture with one word, one label, that is called coding part. Let's take, for example, one more example of Saldana. He cares about me. He has never told me, but he does. After reading this particular sentence, this particular scholar is coming with code, that is sense of self-worth. I'm repeating again. It is not guaranteed that every scholar will come with the same code. It all depends on our understanding, our analytical skills, our language exposure. But the question comes, who is correct? How do you decide it? You decide whether this particular code is able to justify, is it able to represent, is able to sense the entire sentence that you want, whether this particular code is able to convey what is this particular sentence all about it. That is the most important aspect. Okay. Now, let's take, for example, here. He's always been there for me, even when my parents were not. He is one of the few things that I hold as a constant in my life. Now, after reading this particular sentence, the scholar came up with a code label that's called stability. I really feel comfortable around him. This particular scholar just taken that word from the existing sentence also. That is also possible. Instead of coming with a new code, because this particular code comfortable itself is depicting what this particular sentence is all about it, right? Now, come to this particular point here. Quotation means you are taking some narratives which have some significant value, which you feel that from the reader's point of view, you want to take certain narratives, you are taking it. Whereas when it comes to the code, you are going to come up with some label, or you are going to tag the particular quotation, and you are coming with like high workload. After reading this particular sentence, I felt emotionally exhausted. I couldn't stop thinking about the patients who didn't make it. So what this researcher did, emotionally exhausted itself is a really giving sense. I don't need to invent new code, new label. I can take it emotionally exhausted, it's justifying the sentence. So I came up with this particular emotional exhaustion as a code for it. Look at here. Talking with my colleagues helps a lot too. Now look at the code, support from colleagues, support from peer group members. Or I can say that somebody will say that coping, the scholars, those are coming from psychology, they say that coping strategy, coping mechanism. That is also can be correct keyword code, right? So this is the code. Once we complete entire interview transcript, we'll get codes. Right now, I'm not conducting thematic analysis. Don't worry that we haven't discussed what is theme and all. I'm just trying to explain what is code, what is quotation here. So once we complete entire reading the entire interview transcript, you'll get various codes like this. Unstructured codes. Randomly got it, a lot of codes. Okay. Now, tomorrow we'll see this kind of structure. Once we complete your thematic analysis, you'll get this structure. Otherwise, this is the coding part. So what is comment? A comment is an annotation attached to a specific text segment. It captures the researcher's immediate reaction, interpretation, question. What is function of it? Why is this specific code interesting right now? Let me give another example here. So after reading this particular entire data transcript, and after reading the entire data transcript, the researcher is coming with a comment. It seems that management's lack of engagement in addressing workplace stress is contributing to feelings of neglect among staff. This could be an area for further investigation. You have collected data. You started reading your interview transcript. While coding your data analysis, while doing that particular part, while reading the particular transcript, you started coming certain comments. Why you're coming this particular concept? Look at here. This could be an interesting area for further investigation. At the time of data analysis, looking at the similarities and looking at the patterns, I should be able to work on this particular question, why it is happening like this. I just need to look at it. Are there any factors influencing, like psychological factors, historical factors, cultural factors, organizational factors, maybe any kind of other factors? I just want to explore it. So I should not forget later on. As a result, I should keep it in a certain period of time. I should carry this particular work. I should keep it in mind while analyzing this particular work. I'll keep it as a comment, some kind of field note diary type, I'll journal diary type. Okay. So what I'll do here as a comment, lack of management support is heading. Under that, I'll note down my initial observations. My initial observations at the time of data reading, transcript, reading, going through the entire interview transcript. Let's take for example here. I felt emotionally exhausted by the end of the shift. Okay. Now here I'm coming with a comment. The emotional exhaustion mentioned here emphasizes how overwhelming workloads can lead to immediate burnout. So I'm just thinking this question, and some thoughts are coming while reading the transcript. And if I keep the thoughts are coming, if I don't take note as a human being, there is always possibility that we'll forget it. I don't know about you all. At least we tend to forget. We have certain limitations. But if you note down somewhere, certain period of time, you realize that, okay, these are the things I need to relook at it. I need to see what are the connections, how it is happening. Like for example here, management just expects us to push through. This lack of engagement contributes to feeling of neglect, an area for further investigation. I hope you understood it. Last one, before ending the session. What is memo? A memo is a high-level note about a concept, theme, or pattern. It synthesizes information across codes and participants to build the theory. A memo is a high-level note about a concept. For example, we have some code, we have certain theme, we have certain pattern. It's trying to synthesize the information across the codes. So you have got certain 5 codes, 10 codes, or you're coming certain new codes. And you want to connect, you want to build the theory, you want to connect it. Maybe you want to see relationship, you want to associations. Answer the question, what is the bigger picture or pattern emerging here? Looking at a couple of codes, looking at a couple of themes, looking at a couple of concepts, I'm trying to understand what kind of theory is going to come up. What kind of understanding is going to come? What is the picture, reality is going to come out? Let's take for example here. Memo 1, the role of workload in stress. Dr. Thompson mentions the intense pressure of the ICU and the overwhelming number of patients. This indicates that the workload is a major stressor for the healthcare workers, particularly in high pressure environments like the ICU. The correlation between patient ratios and stress level appears to be a primary driver of burnout. I got a couple of quotes, I got a couple of themes while reading, looking at the relations, looking at the context between different codes. I'm getting new thoughts, I'm just getting new insights from the data. It is a macro level, like connecting specific data to generate a theory. Let me give one more example here. Lack of management support. The patient expressed frustration with the lack of formal programs or mental health resources provided by the management. That is clear. That's what we read it. Now, the memo is this could suggest a systematic issue in healthcare settings where staff burnout and stress are not adequately addressed. We have gone through the entire interview transcript. At the time, we also got the quotes. While analyzing data, while reading the 2 to 3 quotes, and we are able to come up, this suggests a systematic issue in healthcare settings where staff burnout and stress are not adequately addressed. The absence of the institutional support seems to hold reliance on peer support system. So here memo is going to help us to draft final report conclusions or come up with some best insights from your data. So overall, if you understand the entire how this particular 4 themes are there, we have raw data. First thing, we'll try to read the entire interview transcript. We'll start familiarizing with the interview transcript. While familiarizing or reading again your interview transcript, you will highlight certain important segments. Like I want to use this segment as a direct quotation, direct response from the respondent. That is called quotation. Now, rest of the data, you start coding like certain labels, certain classifications are going to come. Then comment, as I mentioned it, you are going to have certain thoughts, or maybe you are looking for what is happening, what is the reason behind this particular incident, what might be the factors might have influenced. I need to relocate it at the time of analysis part. Memo is completely synthesizes based on the existing codes, existing comments. And if you further narrow down it, comment is generally looked at micro level, memo looked at the macro level. When I say micro, specific to single data segment or specific related to single quote comment, we have entire data segment like single line, 2 lines, or particular quotation. For that, you are going to give the comment. Whereas when it comes to the memo, one can give the comment for code, for theme, for certain observations. Okay. The main function of the comment, immediate interpretation in the text. While reading the interview transcript, while doing the analysis, you are going to interpret immediately the text. Whereas when it comes to the memo, you're going to look at the relations, associations. At the end, you're going to connect all the dots and you'll come up with the theory out of your research work. Example, she sounds frustrated here. Whereas here, frustration seems correlated with the staff's shortage. So you're able to come up with some insight why this is happening. At the end, you can see the story. So high workload is a major problem. This high impact, it leads to emotional exhaustion. And to cope up with, they're able to discuss with their team members, peer group members, and they're able to find that how to solve the problem. Lack of management support is a major problem here. So we need solution to come up with the best mental health resources for these people, right? So finally, this is how we can end it. Last picture, last image of the session. What I have discussed so far, the 4 basic concepts presented in a single slide. I'm extracting certain quotations which I feel very important, right? That is step number 1. Step number 2, applying codes for the entire data, like code is like high workload, lack of management, support from colleagues. So I'm selecting particular line. Tomorrow I'll show you how to do with the hands-on practice. If you miss tomorrow's session, today's session is waste. If you miss today's session, tomorrow's session, you may not be able to understand it. Okay, if you want, you can watch it once again. I'll be sharing the recording session. And analysis, quotation and codes deals with the data, raw data, whereas comments and the memo deals with at the time of analysis part, like adding comments and developing memos. At the end, you are going to connect the dots in order to solve your problems. Connecting the need for resources, code to propose solutions like better staff to patients ratio. There is a main solution here. One can able to see here. This is the time for question answers. I know we are late. We can have a couple of questions.
Any question, query, you can raise hand or put the question in the chat box.
I'm not able to stop this screen. Where is stop screen? Yes. Please, you can put the questions in your box. You can see chat box. Avinder, thank you so much. What type of data can be analyzed formats? I don't know, Dr. Kanchan. You can analyze quantitative data, qualitative data, mixed method data as a part of this particular software. Dr. Sahu, thank you so much, sir. Dr. Sangeeta, how many files can we import? As many files as possible. I never tried more than 30 files. Maybe you can think of it. Okay. Can code be auto-generated? Yes. Tomorrow I'm going to show you. Professor Bhagyalakshmi. Professor Vipul, can MAXQDA transcribe Hindi? Right now, no. We have only around 7 to 8 languages. Okay, so like Chinese, French, Russian. Tomorrow I'll show you what it is. Professor Kannan, whether memo is to be given for each code or combination of codes. I believe now after the end of the session, you might got the clarification. Quotation and code deals with the data. Memo and comment deals with the at the time of data analysis part. Okay. Memo leads to findings. Yes, obviously. Yes, professor. Can researchers' interpretation be a basis for hypothesis? I don't know whether I understood your question. Please correct me also. As a part of qualitative data, one can develop the hypothesis. One can propose the hypothesis. You can develop the theory. You can develop the hypothesis as a part of qualitative data. Whereas as a part of the quantitative data, one can test the hypothesis. One can test the theory. Second question, during interviews, presentations, etc., it is not very clear. Sir, can you repeat the step? Oh, okay, I think these are all the questions. We have done it. Anything else? Any other questions? Anyone of you? I hope we are going very slow. I conducted so many more than 15 times, like NVA got last year. But I think this is a session which I took more time to explain what is memo, what is concept. Can we still make payment for the certificate? This is with reference to all the faculty members, scholars. We kept it, we deactivated the payment link for timing because I want you to understand that we don't have any more license. So I don't want to get any kind of fighting participants saying that I paid registration fees, I didn't get the license. So we have stopped the payment for the 3 days. It means we don't have license. And when it comes to the certificate, it is going to be activated on Tuesday. Please ensure that don't expect license hereafter. Okay. So that is only one simple request from my side as well as from the Dr. Kalpesh. This particular link is going to be activated for 1 week from Tuesday onwards. You can able to make the payment. We'll update you once it gets activated. We are going to update. Okay. Some scholars are asking about Gujarati transcription. I'll show you 1 or 2 AI tools. Even if MAXQDA is not able to transcribe your data, I'll show you free AI tools which you can use it for transcribing your data, at least with the limited options. Okay. Mike, really thank you. Thank you, Mike, very much. You explain each concept clearly. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot. Dr. Prashant, thank you, sir. What is the use of retrieved segment? I think, Dr. Varsha, you have missed the session. I mentioned that I'll talk about that particular feature in coming classes. Okay. Day 5, day 4, I'll talk about it. What is retrieved segment? Okay. Riya Singh, thank you, ma'am. I think you are the continuous regular participant. Thank you so much. I already attended 3 sessions. Dr. Maniprit. Thank you, Professor Maniprit. I hope you like the session. Thank you all. Thank you so much. I request you all, if you have any kind of comments or if you like my sessions, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So this is one marketing. Thank you so much. And please don't miss tomorrow's session. It is going to be more of a hands-on practice. It is more of hands-on practice. Today we had only 15-20 minutes hands-on practice. But tomorrow entire session is going to be hands-on practice. Thank you so much for all your feedback. See you all. Thank you so much. Any questions anymore before ending the session? Before ending the session, any questions, please just let me know. No? Okay. So in that case, I can end the session. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Kalpesh.
Yes.
Thank you all.
Thank
See
you.
you all tomorrow. See you all tomorrow, guys. Thank you.